still waiting on some things from Amazon too, but we just wanted to get this done and get this out to you because we're getting closer to the end of the packing time. And we know you're in a hurry to get things packed, and so we'll try to make this video really fast too. This is what Harper's going to wear on the plane. Don't forget your camp shirt. Everybody wear your camp shirt on the plane. Harper's biggest shoes, socks, so her feet don't get cold on the plane. The washing machine, because it was kind of dirty. And this one is too. I'll wash this one too after we're done. But hers is actually in the washing machine right now. And so I'm using this one as Kinsley's. And this one is really way too big for Harper. She doesn't need this big of one. But it's just an example. So for Harper, we have a sweatshirt for her to wear on the plane in case she gets cold, earphones, and her tablet. And this is important because if you get a tablet or if you take a tablet on the plane and you try to use it without earphones, the stewardess will ask you to turn it off. And we've had that happen, and then we're in big trouble. So we recommend doing that. And then I know Aaron mentioned in his video, he always brings a spare for any of the kids that might break it or something happens with that. For Harper, we have chargers for her tablet and her watch. I think we've just decided we're going to get a cheap little watch for her because she has a Gab watch and she uses it for communicating with us, but that won't work in Africa anyway. So she won't even need the watch charger. But we also included a little converter in here for her so she can charge her own stuff. And I am going to send this one back to Amazon because as I was putting in this bag, I'm thinking these prongs sticking out like this are just going to break through. They're going to run into things. And there's just that style that Aaron already showed you where they fold down. And we kind of had communicated about that before these videos or before I ordered this from Amazon. So I'm going to send this back and get the kind that, and then Harper is going to be carrying a fan like this that we're going to just share with our family. Andrew has one too that's black, and here we go, the magic of film. This is one of the kinds that has, and so that's what I'm going to get for any of the kids that need to charge stuff. This fan blows like this and kind of blows around her head. So we have two this style. I think I showed one. I did show one on my video that pops up and it's a little bit smaller, but we're just going to take those three and share them between the family, and hopefully that doesn't become a fight between anyone. So Harper's kind of carrying that for the family because she will, even in her own backpack, have a lot more room than needed. Than she needs. So I will probably also give her like the box of cards that I showed in my video. For Harper, I have a few snacks packed for the plane. We're going to give you meals on the plane. I usually try to pack just a few snacks, especially, things with protein. They'll kind of keep the kids happy and prolonged happy. They keep the sugar keep them happy. She's got her spending money in here and some lip gloss. It's not very full yet, but really this will be for the purpose of her taking with her throughout the day if she wants to carry anything with her. And then just a quick grab out of the front pocket or toiletries. These are not even, Harper's still young, so the only thing that she's going to have is deodorant, a little bit of perfume mist, her toothbrush, and this is a little Steripod clip that I found on Amazon that I got for all the kids' toothbrushes. She also wanted some lotion, face cleanser. And then these are things that we're kind of sharing with the family also, that she just had extra room in her bag. So these are sunscreen packets, little individual ones that are easy to take in a fanny pack for the day. And another smaller sunscreen that we like to use on our face that's not very greasy. That brand is Cetaphil. Actually, my favorite one that's not very greasy is the Neutrogena, but you guys probably have your favorites. One, just hairspray. And we'll take maybe like 3 of these kind of dispersed in the bags. And then all of us girls will just share them. I believe that is it with the backpack. I don't know if you're interested in what kind of tablet we have. This is a Fire. I think a Kindle Fire. Is that correct? A Kindle Fire Kid. And Harper and Heavenly have one this style, and the twins have one that's like a little bit younger. And that is it for the backpack. Then I'm going to show you what we have in her first suitcase. So this is not a Ricardo suitcase. You might regret that. But this is like just a smaller profile suitcase. And we thought it'd be easier for Harper to carry her wheel through the airport. But we just looked for like really good sturdy wheels, and bigger wheels seem to make a difference too. So hoping we don't regret it. It's pretty new, so it should last for a little bit. The 3 youngest kids' suitcases fit on a little scooter, so they can actually ride around. Harper's old enough that she can keep up with everyone, but usually as we're walking through the airport, the three little ones have a hard time keeping up. Most recently, we've been letting them ride on our suitcases, but that gets a little crazy when you're going over bumps or whatever. So again, hope we don't regret this, but we've got these little scooter suitcases that we're going to use for them. Harper, even though this is so much of a smaller bag, Harper has so much room in this bag, and I probably have more things in here than she really needs. But another thing with my 4 youngest kids is they're all still growing, and we're also about to switch seasons. So mostly everything that's in here is stuff that we would likely get rid of anyway. At the end of summer, things that, just older shirts she can work in. Some of them we won't get rid of, but a lot of them we will. We'll just leave them there, donate them, or like underwear. I got the oldest looking underwear, and I'll probably just throw it away when it's time to leave. And then that makes room for souvenirs. Harper's got a couple headbands in here, very neutral headbands, bandana, 7 pairs of socks, 7 pairs of underwear, a couple bra. For older girls, don't forget, what's the word? Personal hygiene things like pads and tampons. I'll just say it right out. And actually, though, I did have a conversation with Liz yesterday. And for those of you who don't know who Liz is, the one that you've been getting emails from, and she's been posting all the valuable information on WhatsApp. She is Erin's virtual assistant. She lives in Kenya, and Erin started working with her before we even planned this trip. So it has been so awesome, first of all, that we get to go and meet her in person, but also awesome that she lives over there and can tell us so many things that we have questions about. So what she told me yesterday is that there's a Carrefour pretty close to where we're going to be, she said. And Carrefour, for those that have traveled like before, and it's all over the place, and it's very similar to Walmart, and it has everything you can imagine. She said there are other local stores that have a lot of stuff too. So it's been a few years since we've been there, and maybe they'll have whatever you need. I really think you don't need to stress, because you'd probably be able to find whatever you want there. And okay, let me get into Harper's clothes. So for Harper, I actually packed 2 dresses. One of them we'll probably leave there and donate. But they're just like really lightweight, easy to fold up. We are going to have quite a few church meetings where we'll go to church at least twice, and then we'll go to the temple one of the days. So, hopefully I won't regret that we're taking 2 for her. And then we have pants. These particular pants are mine, and I'm letting her borrow them, but then maybe we will kind of share. Some leggings. These are some pants that Harper already had. We didn't buy anything new for Harper. These are some pants she already had that are just a really great fabric, really easily washed. Another ones that are just really thin, but really comfy for her. And we also didn't pack any extra pajamas for Harper because, well, let's keep this a secret for Harper. Her birthday is like 2 or 3 days after we get there, and she is getting new pajamas for her birthday. So I'm going to wrap up a few little things and put presents in this too for her to open on her birthday. She's got plenty of other comfy clothes too that she can wear until she opens those. Some of these little shorts, I was a little concerned that these might be too short, both of these. They go well with a lot of her shirts, but that's why I decided to go ahead and bring 4 different pants for her too, because if these are feeling too short, then she could just wear pants more often, and all of her shirts match pretty much both. We have this little bit of a nicer shirt for Harper. This is probably the nicest shirt we brought for Harper, and I don't even know if she'll wear it, but there's that. And then this is like the next nicest, and the rest are all just old work shirts. So this one's kind of a little bit nicer. Let me show you the other part of this suitcase. We've got one of the computers we're going to donate since she had so much, and a rain jacket. These are going to be Harper's water shoes, wherever she might need shoes that can get wet. And then we also have these really simple sandals that she's about ready to get rid of anyway, that we're taking for Sunday shoes for her instead of having these double as her Sunday shoes. And we also got her swimsuit. She wanted to bring this swimsuit, and she's bringing these little shorts and a rash guard to go over the top of that, and a couple of hats that kind of just match a lot of her outfits too. So That is Harper. What other things do we need to tell you for? I should have made a list. We'll tell you. As I'm packing the other kids, whatever other thoughts I have that I haven't included in this video, we'll put it on WhatsApp. And I hope it's helpful. I hope you can order whatever you need from Amazon still. We're getting excited. See you later.